Competitive livestock marketing is big business. One of the major factors contributing to its success in auction markets throughout the country is the livestock market auctioneer. A highly skilled professional in his own right, the livestock market auctioneer is a unique individual, one who possesses an inborn talent to create action and enthusiasm during the sale. Auctioneers by no means are alike. Each has perfected an entirely different chant and personalized style of merchandising livestock. Each year, the competitive livestock markets industry proclaims June as Competitive Livestock Market Month, an effort to fully acquaint all elements of the livestock and meat industry with the scope and nature of competitive marketing merchandising services. The highlight of the month is the Livestock Marketing Congress. The World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest is held as a feature of the Congress and demonstrates the auction method of merchandising livestock. The 1969 Livestock Marketing Congress will be held in Monterey, California, June 25th through the 29th. The term competitive livestock market identifies approximately 1,000 auction and terminal market businesses located throughout the country, where livestock prices are determined on a competitive basis, either by auction or private treaty bidding, and where a wide range of merchandising services are provided for buyer or seller customers. Last year, competitive livestock markets handled over half of the $20 billion worth of livestock transactions that took place in the United States. This, in livestock numbers, accounts for 114 million head of cattle, hogs, and sheep. The 1969 World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest is open to any livestock market auctioneer who is sponsored by a market where he is regularly employed. Contestants will compete under actual market conditions. This year's contest will be held in the arena of the Monterey County Fairgrounds. The preliminaries will start on June 27th, with the finals on the following day. The contestants' ability to merchandise livestock will be judged by a panel of livestock market owners or managers. As a preview of the Monterey auction, let's turn to the 1968 World Championship Livestock Auctioneer Contest, held in Seffner, Florida, June 27th and 28th. Last year's contest was sponsored and conducted by Certified Livestock Markets Association with the cooperation of the Missouri Auction School of Kansas City. Livestock auctioneers from throughout the nation arrived to compete for the title of 1968 World Champion, Reserve World Champion, and 7 regional championships. Carload lots of preconditioned feeder cattle were brought into the interstate livestock auction market, site of the contest, and sold under actual market conditions. The judges of last year's event were livestock market owners and managers. Now let's turn to the arena for the action of the 1968 World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, to open the 1968 World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest, representing the Gallagher Livestock Auction in Fallon, Nevada, Dean Parker.
That these first cattle are grain-fed cattle.
All right, the first cattle owners have their grain-fed cattle. What do we get for them?
$23.
Hey, 20, 29, quarter, and 3 $3 and a half, and another $4, $4 to the building quarter, now half, and $4 and a half, and 75, to get up $5 now quarter, and 5 and a quarter now, and 75, 75 and a half, and 6 bill, did a quarter, now 6 and a quarter now half, sir, now 75 and now $7. And $27 down, did 70 bidding there, sir. 27 and a quarter. And 25 and a quarter $. 25 and a 27 and a quarter, sir. And 27 and a half. Down, did 7, 55 and a 27, 25 and a 55 and a 7, 25 and a 50. Hold and give out 27, 50. And 27 and a quarter down, did a half and a half. Sold to you, sir. 27 and a quarter. The name is Swift and Company, order number 4. Thank you, sir.
Stop. Our next contestant, representing the Orland Auction Yard in Orland, California, Aaron Stockton.
I consider it a privilege and a pleasure to be here to visit your Congress and to enter into this contest. I've enjoyed my stay immensely, and I want to say thanks to the members that are responsible for putting this contest on and making this Congress such a great success. My purpose of being here this afternoon is to display my ability as an auctioneer. We won't waste any more time. That's what I'd like to do for you now. All right. What are you going to get for the cattle?
23 and a half.
I'm 23 and 50 here, now 75. I 23 and 75 and 4. 24, there, quarter, here, the quarter. Number 50, 24 and 50, you will 75 and 75. 24, 75 and 25, even here, now a quarter, never have. I 25, 50, go ahead now. 25 and a quarter, number 35 and 35, now 50. I 25, 50 here, now 60, make it 60 there, now 70, make it 70 down, now here, now 80, 25, 80, with the go 80, sir, down 25, 80, yes, 80, down 25, now to go ahead, now 25, and now $26. I $26, will have a 10 here. I 26, 10, he said, now 20. 26, 10, down 20, now 30, now 30, now 30, 40, 26, 40, here, now 50, 26, and a half, and 60. I 26, 60, now 70, 70, now, but 70, 26, 60, but go 70, 70, sold him. 26, 60, sir. Swift and Company, thank you very much.
Our next contestant, representing the Bingley Sales Company in Knoxville, Iowa, and the 37 certified livestock markets throughout the state.
I'd like to express my appreciation to those fellows up there now and to all you people here. So we get the auction right underway. I'll tell them to you about the time minute out of $23. He's only $3 and a quarter dollar. You're $3 and a quarter, $4 and a quarter, and a quarter now, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50,
Mid-State Packing.
Mid-State Packing Company. Thank you, sir.
Our next contestant's from Gainesville, Florida, representing the Gainesville Livestock Market, Angelita Haymans.
And I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of our friends and neighbors from the other states to the sunshine state of Florida. And I use that word sunshine kind of loosely because it's been liquid. It's raining outside now. But anyway, we do welcome you warmly. And I would like to say to you that for myself, it's a real pleasure for me to be here. And I'd like to thank all of the other auctioneers, these real auctioneers, for giving me such a warm welcome. I've had more kisses on the cheek, and more good luck, and I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very much. And now we're going to sell you some cattle.
All right, you ready?
All right.
$23.
23 is my bid here, now I'm gonna go to the I got 23 bid here, 23, 25 here, now I'm gonna go 50, 23, 50, and I 75, 75 there, now I'm gonna go for $24 in that 45, for 24, 25 here, now I'm gonna go 50, 24, 50, and I 75, 75 there, now I'm gonna go 5, 24, 75 here, now I'm gonna go 5, $25, thank you sir, here, now I'm gonna go to the bank, 25, 25 there, now I'm gonna go 50, 25, 50, and I 75, 75 there, now I'm gonna go 6, $26 in that 45, 26, 45 here, now I'm gonna go 50, 26, 50 here, now I'm gonna go 75, 26, 50 here, now I'm gonna go 75 away. 26.50 here, now we're going to go 75. That's over 26.50. Lights Brothers, 26.50. Thank you, John.
Our next contestant from Tulare, California, representing the A&M Livestock Company, John Rogers.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say it's a pleasure to be here representing A&M Livestock Auction. Way out in Tulare, California, I'd like to invite you all, if you get out that way, to make it a point, stop in and see us there in Tulare and say hello. Okay, if you're ready, I am. Let's sell cattle.
All right, sir.
Okay, starting on there.
24 and a half.
It going on, I'm gonna get you buy, up and down, put it. I get buy, I'm gonna get you buy 6 here. I get $6 now, put it down, put it, when I get down, I'm gonna get 75. I get 27, I'm gonna get 7 now, 7 now, put it, when I get down, I get 27, I'm gonna get 75, 27, now you have to get 75, 27, and I'm gonna 60. I get 27, and I'm gonna get 27, and 60 now, 7. I get 27, now I'm gonna get 84. I get 27, now I'm gonna get 84, I'm gonna get 27, now I'm gonna get 84, my soda. 27.70. You bought them, sir. How do you want them charged? Lights Brothers. 27.70.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contestant, representing the Morris Livestock Company in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Farmers Livestock Market in Leesville, South Carolina, Archie Moody.
All right, give it on here, 27. 27 on the deal, call me up, we're going to hang, get 75, get 80, call me up, hang on, get 75, get 9, call me up, hang on, I'm hanging on, get 30, get 9, get 9, call me, get 29, get sold at 19, 29, 25. Mr. Carlton. Mr. Carlton. Thank you, Mr. Carlton.
Our next contestant, representing the Mills Auction Market in Ocala, Florida, Bob Barton.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cook. Thank you. On behalf of Clarence Mills down here in the ring, who is sponsoring me, the Mills Auction Market in Ocala, Florida, we all want to say thanks to all the market operators, the auctioneers, but a special thanks to all you folks here in the crowd. You're the ones that make these shows and sales the success they are, so thanks to you. And don't forget to attend the sale tomorrow afternoon. All right, buddy, kick these calves off and let's go.
$26.
All right, 26, now the quarter, another half here, another half a dollar, now 75 here, now $7 bill, now $7 bill, who give a $7 bill for? It's 7 here and a quarter there, I got a quarter bid, another half here, now 75 there, now 75, anybody get 75 for? I get 7.5 bid, now 75, everybody get 75, all through, 75, now 8 here and a quarter there, now the quarter, everybody get 8 and a quarter, 5 and a half here, we get 8 and a half here, we get 75, it's 75 to buy him, now 9, what do you get 9 here, you get 9 and the 9, 9, 9, we get 29, we get 29, all through. So way up high at 28.75, and I can't see.
Hodges Capital Stockyards. That must be Montgomery, Alabama. That's right. Give him a big hand. Thank you, sir. All right, welcome in here.
Our next contestant, representing the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana, Kenneth Youngland.
Ready to go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It really is quite a pleasure to be here. We came a long ways down here, and a lot of the boys, Buddy and several others that came up to our state last year, made our Congress a grand success, and so it's kind of a return visit. Also, I want to thank Mr. Swar and Mr. Hanson of the Sydney Livestock Market in Sydney, Montana for sponsoring me here. I am the son of cattle.
$26.
I get $26 now, even $10, go down, now 15, now 70 pounds, 26, 70 pounds, 7, down, even 10, now quarter, even now 27, quarter, now 15, now 51, 50, now 75, and now 28, now even 10, 20, even now quarter, even 10, 10, and now 20, 28, 20, even 10, now 20, 21, 21, 10, now 28, 20, so 28 the dime right down here. Swift 4. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contestant, sponsored by the Deming Cattle Sales Company in Deming, New Mexico, Bud Allen.
Already.
$26.
26 now, quarter, number 20, down, quarter, half, now 75, 75, number 26, 75, now $7, now quarter, number 20, quarter, half a dollar, number 20, now 75, now $8, now $8, now quarter, quarter, half, number 20, quarter, and half, number 20, quarter, give half, number 20, double, 20, half, now 75, 20, half, number 75, number 20, 50, now 50, 20, 60, now 70, 20, number 20, 60, now 70, number 28, 60 right there.
That's Like's brother.
Like brothers. Thank you.
Our next contestant, from Columbia, South Carolina, representing the J.W. Condor Company, L.W. Condor.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
$24.
All right, 24 to quality, we'll get 4 and a half, we'll get 75, we'll get 5 and a half on you, 5 and a half, 75, we'll get $6 bill, 16 and a half on you, we'll get 75, $7 bill, we'll get $7 quarter, it's 70 quarter, on the quarter, on you, we'll get 70 quarter, on a half, 10, 20, we'll get 20, 30, we'll get 30, we'll get 30, quarter, and a half, we'll get 60, 60, we'll get 60, 70, we'll get 70, on 70, we'll get 80, it's 79, $9 bill, $8 on you, it's $20, on 27.90. White.
Our next contestant, from Mexico, Missouri, representing the Missouri Livestock Center, Dick Ireland.
Bud again, Plum. All right, the auction's on. How many longer there? $26. I'm 6 here, now quarter here. Yes, 6 here, now quarter, now half. I got 5 here, now some divine, now divine, the moment, divine here, now some another here, now quarter, now half. I got 7 here, now some divine, the moment, now eat, the moment, eat, here, now quarter. I'm going to eat that quarter here, now half. I got 8 here, now some divine, the moment, now 9, here, now 9, 8, divine, now eat, divine, the moment, now eat, divine, the moment, eat, divine, now 9. I'm going to eat, divine, now 9, now 10, now 9 here, now 10, the moment, now 10, somebody say more, now 10, now 9 here, now 10. I'm 9 here, now 10, here, now 10, now 9 here, now 10, the moment, now 10, now quarter. I got 9 quarter here, now half. I got 9 quarter, now 35, the moment, now 35. 25, 35, all in. Sold 9 1/4, right here. Sorry, too late, 9 1/4. Over here, boys. Mr. Carlton. Mr. Carlton, thank you.
Our next contestant, from here in Seffner, Florida, representing the Interstate Livestock Market, Harold Edmondson.
Let's get ready to go, buddy. How about boy?
Tell me, you read this for me, will you?
BT.
Longino.
Longino Ranch.
Longino. We're both wrong.
Well, I've been wrong lots of times, by golly. That's one of my weaknesses, I golly, pronouncing them names.
And interstate livestock.
Assigned to the interstate livestock market, boys.
You're ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Get a ball hand for him, buddy.
$25.
25, and a quarter. Ball hand, chicken, now put over the water. And I think I set upon 7. What is 7 now? Quarter, we do it. 7 now, quarter, we do it. First man, 7 quarter, down a half. 7 hand, set upon, set upon 20. 7 had the bond, carry cattle cutting, 27.50, give him the carry.
Our next contestant representing the Allsbrook Gilbo Stockyards in Baton Rouge and Opelousas, John Kennedy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I've been an auctioneer for 19 years. I sell 6 sales a week in Louisiana and Mississippi. I'm sponsoring this contest by Allbrooks and Gilbo of Baton Rouge and Opelousas. I want to say I like mighty much what I've seen in Florida. The cattle are good and the people are friendly. That's all you can ask for. All right, how much is that? $5. $5 on a good cattle, boy. 5 quarter, 5 minutes, 75, 60. Got to be on a quarter minute, 75, $7 bill, 7 quarter, 7 and a half, $7 bill, $75, $8 bill, $8 and a quarter, sir. 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 8, 75, 8 and a half, 75, 8 and a half, 75, 8 and a half, 75 quarter, 850, Swift and Company. Is that right, sir?
No, put it Carl.
Jeter and Carey. Thank you, sir.
Our next contestant is Truman Consley, representing the Missouri Slope Livestock Auction in Bismarck, North Dakota.
I guess you know by now, ladies and gentlemen, that we are auctioneers, and we truly believe in selling by the auction method. We feel that's the only fair way to get the true market value for your cattle is through open, competitive bidding. Just remember one thing, no buyer ever went to the country to pay more. I'm going to set a steer. What do you want to give for him?
26.
On to 26, but dear, 7 now, to $27, money here, 7 now, $7 here now, 40 and 27, 50 and 7, 50 and 75 now, 75 now, $8 money here now, 40 and 27, 50 and 50 now, 75. Now $9 money here now, 40 and 25, $9 money here, 40 now, 9, 27, 50 here now, 75, 75 now, $30 money here, 30, 30 and $30 money here, 30 now, 40 now, 30 and 40 now, 40 I got it. 30 and 40 and 25, 30 down, here, right here now, 30 and 40 and 25, $30 money here, 40 now, 40 and 25, and not so, $30 right down in trouble here.
Hootin' 11.
Hootin' 11. No, I'm more trouble, boy.
Our next contestant representing the Gainesville Livestock Market here in Gainesville, Florida, Wayne Gilliard.
I'm not going to say much because all these other boys have done said all I wanted to say over and over, but I would like to say, and I'm certainly glad we have this in the deep south in the great state of Florida. I might say that, not boasting, but I say the great state of Florida has been mighty good to me. I live up in Pelham, Georgia. For the last few years down here in this state, I've averaged selling over 100,000 head of cattle per year. And not boasting, but I think that's something to be right proud of, and I am. Without further to say, Mr. Clark, what are you going to talk to me on here?
24 and a half.
I'm at 24 and a half. Every guy 75, I'm 45, I'm 25, I'm 75, and 5, 45, 45, 45, 75, 75, 26, 26, 75, 27, 27 and 40 away.
We can't see him.
I can't hardly see that light just getting me. You didn't do it, buddy. 27 and 40. Everybody the last call is 3 done. 27 and 40. White hairs is $27. Charge him white hairs is $27.
Our next contestant, representing the Cherokee Sales Company in Cherokee, Oklahoma, Ray Smith.
Thank you very much, sir. Sure enough glad to be here in Cherokee, Oklahoma. We're in the heart of the wheat belt. We specialize in selling stocker and feeder cattle in the springtime right fresh off from the wheat. If any of you happen to be there, we'd be glad to sell you a load or two. All right, let's go with it.
24 and a half.
25, 25,
Jeter and Carey.
Jeter and Carey, thank you, sir.
Our next contestant representing the Home Base Auction Company in Bowman, North Dakota, Bob Pinville.
Thank you, Warren. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly a pleasure to be down here in the great state of Florida. I own and operate the Home Base Auction Market in Bowman, North Dakota, and at this time I'd like to recognize my consigners and thank them for patronizing my certified market so that it's possible for me to be here today. We're ready to sell cattle, I believe.
Would you read this for me, Bob?
Yes, sir. We have a group of cattle here consigned by the White Farms at Chiefland, Florida. They're consigned through the Gainesville Livestock Market Incorporated at Gainesville, Florida. Thank you. All right, and here we go on them, boys.
$27.
Got it, 27, $1 a quarter, 39, 50, 7 a quarter, 50, 75, 75, 7 and a half, 75, 50, 70, that's 27, 50, thank you now, 75, 8 down there, 77, 75, 8 a quarter, 8 a quarter, 58 a quarter, 50, 28 and a half, 75, 50, 75, 75, 9 down there, 75, 9, 8, 75, 9, you want them. That's 28, 75, you're out, sir, 28, 75, 9 dollar bill, 28, 75, 9, 8, 75, 9, sold them 28, 75, gentlemen right here. Gene and Gary, number 5.
29, Carey, 29.
Our next contestant, representing the East Tennessee Livestock Center, Charles John from Sweetwater, Tennessee.
Thank you, Warren. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be in the state of Florida today. I'm sponsored by the East Tennessee Livestock Center in Sweetwater, Tennessee. Without further ado, we're ready to go.
Group a little heifer. $25.
I 25 now, put her down, hey, get the bond 5, 8, 75, 75, 6, put her down, hey, get the bond 6, 9, 75, 75, get the bond 26, 75, now, $7 evil, money 27, now, quarter, 27, now, put her down, evil, about quarter now, hey, get the bond 7, 9, 75, 75, 75, now, 8, put her 8, now, quarter, I 20, now, put her down, hey, get the bond 8, 9, 75, 75, now, $9, now, put her, evil, bond 29, now, put her now, hey, get the bond 9, 8, 75, now, $30, evil, money 30, now, put her, down, the bond 3, now, put her, any more, evil, the bond 30, now, quarter, now, hey, get the bond 39, evil, money 50, now, evil, the bond 39, any more, the bond 30, 15, some 30 and a quarter. Mid-state, number 1. Thank you.
Our next contestant, representing the Harrison Livestock Auction in Harrison, Arkansas, Otis Holder.
We'd like to come down and visit with you. We'd like to come and see us. We're here to sell cattle, so here we go.
$26.
All right, 26 and a quarter. You 20 and a quarter, 27.70.
That's Carey and Carey.
Carey and Peter 5. Thank you, sir.
Our next contestant, Joe Pat Lamb, represents the Kentucky Annie Livestock Market in Owensboro and the Murray Livestock Company in Murray, Kentucky.
Same good herd of cattle.
Same good herd now.
Hey, get around, 25.
Hey, 25 to kind of
That's Carey, number 5.
Here, number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, say you get a livestock certified market and you'll get them that ball.
Our next contestant, representing the Tri-State Livestock Auction in Sioux Center, Iowa, Richard Stein.
At this time, I would like to thank the owners of that market, Mr. and Mrs. Cliff Bogart and Mr. and Mrs. Ed Rootman, for sponsoring me in this contest. I feel that this contest is truly a challenge and an opportunity for every auctioneer entered here today. We're ready to sell cattle, and what will we bid?
26 and a half.
6, 75, 6, 75, 75, 75, 75, $9.40, sold out, $29.30. What's the number?
That's Mid-State number 1.
Mid-State number 1. Thank you.
Our next contestant, also of the Tri-State Livestock Auction, Clifford Bogard.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the marketmen from Florida for their hospitality. I would like to also thank the Certified Livestock Markets Incorporated and those that are affiliated with it for making this event possible. I think one of the main reasons why I'm here is because I believe in what we're doing by selling and merchandising livestock at auction the competitive way, which is the true form of free enterprise, one of the things that has made this country great in this great country that we live in. And I present to you for your inspection the sale of this John livestock. What do I give for? $25. $25 one a quarter. $25 a quarter, $1 a quarter. $25 a quarter, $75, $75, $75, $6 bill. $6 a quarter, $1 a quarter, $6 a quarter, $1 a half, $1, $1 a half, $75, $75. No, eat just $7 bill. $7 $1 a quarter, $1 a half, $1, $1 a half, $7 a quarter, $1 $75. An $8 bill, $8 bill, $1 a quarter, $1 a quarter, $8 a quarter, $1 a quarter, $8 $1 a quarter. $8 will take 10. $8 $1 a 10, $1 a 10, $8 $1 a 10, $1 a 10. Who said 10? Are you all through? $28 $1 a 10, and I sold it for $28. Mid-States number 1, and thank you, sir.
Our next contestant is Johnny Kuyath, representing the Central Montana Livestock Auction in Lewistown, Montana.
Are we ready to sell cattle?
You're bad, Johnny. $25.
I am bid 25. 25 a quarter and a half, and now 75. 26 and a quarter. 26, 15, 75, 77, $7 and a quarter, 50. 15, 50, $20 and a quarter, 50. 20, 15, 15, 75, 79, $20 and a quarter, quarter, 50. 29, 50, 50, 29, 50, 50. 29, 50, 35, and 29, 45, 35, and 50. 29, 50, 50, 29, 35, 50. 29, 35, and 50, 50, so 29, 35.
Jeter number 5.
Jeter number 5. You got 3 hits, sir. Thank you.
Our next contestant, representing the Snell Livestock Market in Lemon, South Dakota, the 1967 Reserve World Champion, Robert Snell.
And buddy, what would you get for him?
$25.
Here we got $25 even on a quarter day. Here we get $25 even on a half day. Down here we get $75 down, $26 even on a quarter day. We get $25 down half. And now $75 even on down $7 day. Down $7 day on a quarter day. Down here we get $25 half. And we get $75 down $7, $75 $8 day. And now quarter day down here we get $25 day. And down here we get $8 day. $25 day now. Pay down $5 day. We get $8 day now. Pay down silver right down here $28.
Mr. Carlton.
Mr. Carlton, the buyer. Thank you.
Our next contestant, from the Pavilion Livestock Market in Pavilion, New York, David Tracy.
Okay.
Oh, you ready to go?
Yeah.
25 and a half.
I got 25 and a half, and you get 75, 25, 75, and you get 6, and you get 26, now quarter, and you get half, and you get 75, and you get 27, now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half, and you get 75, and you get 28, 8 and a quarter, and you get 8 and a quarter, 28 cents here, and you get 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half, and you get 75, now 9, and you get 29, now 9 and a quarter, what you get 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, and you get 9.75, 5, and you get 9.75, sir, what you get 29.75, 5, and you get 9.75, again 9 and a half, and you get 29.75, and you get 5, and you get 9.75, sold them way up 29 and a half. Finger Lakes Livestock Market, Canandaigua, New York.
Yeah, let's give him a hand. All the way to New York City.
Our next contestant is Denver Stuckey, representing the Lugbell Brothers in Archibald, Ohio.
It is indeed a mountaintop experience for any auctioneer that's in a profession to participate in a sale and the nature of this kind. I sure want to thank each and every one of them for making it possible for me conducting an auction of this nature.
Denver, can I get you to read this for us, please, sir? Right.
All right, this consignor of this lot of cattle is the Carolina Stockyard Company, Siler City.
Through the North
Carolina Livestock Marketing Association.
That's it.
Thank you. And what do we got here?
Here, Captain. Here, 27 and a half.
All right, I got 27 and a half. Now 75. $8, $8, $8, $quarter down, $8, $quarter down, have a little down, $8, now 75. $8.75, now 75, $8.75, now 75, $8.75, now 75, $9, $9, $quarter down, $quarter down, half. $9.5, now 75, $9.75, now 75, $75, now we make a $9.75, now 75. $8.75, $9.75, $9.75, now 75, $75, $9.75, $75, $9.75, $9.5, now 8, when you make a $75, now 79, $75, now 30, number $30, we'll make a 30, number 30, now 30, now even money. 30, number 30, number 30, well, 85, and help me, 30, now 85, 95, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, now 90, 85, 85, now 90, 85, 85, 85, 85, now 30, number $30, we'll make a 30, UES temperature, $30, 30, number 30, number 30, number 39, 85, now 30, number $30, we'll make a 30, number 39, oh, 29.85. Gentlemen, ready to go?
Sir, the Union Stockyard from Ohio.
Union Stockyard from Ohio. Thank you.
Our next contestant from the Wichita Union Stockyards in Wichita, Kansas, and the Pawnee Livestock Marketing Center in Pawnee, Oklahoma, R.B. Thompson.
I'm very happy to be here today. You have a lovely state, and you sure got a lot better cattle than I was before.
Thank you. Would you read that for
I
us?
sure would, if I can, bud.
Sure.
It says Union County Livestock Auction Incorporated, Mineral Springs, North Carolina, consigned to the North Carolina Livestock Market Association, and I guess it's supposed to say Raleigh?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
And
Well, it sure nice to be here.
by golly, they're good, and they.
Aren't they good, though, bud? What would you like to get, those, bud?
I'll give $27.
I did 27 now, quarter. I did 27, 30, quarter, now, quarter, 27, 30, 7, 30, 25, now 28, now quarter, 20, 30, now 30, 8, now 9, 30, 20, 20, 20, 20, now 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, 30, 30, 30, now 30, 20, 30, 40, 30, 40, 20, 30, 30, 40, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 30, 40, 28, 30, now 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, so in 28, 30.
That's the Union Stockyard of Ohio.
Union Stockyards of Ohio. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you very much, sir.
Our next contestant from Wauchula, Florida, representing the Hardell Livestock Market, Tommy Holton.
I believe all the welcomes have been said, but I'd just like to tell you something I thought about on the road over here. It happened some 20 years ago. In fact, 20 years this year, when I considered becoming an auctioneer. I inquired of a very prominent, rather elderly auctioneer about how to go about it. He said, well, son, I'll tell you. He said, first off, he said, you get you a bag of marbles. You put them in your mouth. He said, you practice an hour. That day, you take out one marble. The next day, you put the remainder marbles back in your mouth. You practice another hour. You take out another marble. Each day, you keep doing this. When you have lost all your marbles, you will be an accomplished auctioneer. This consignment is consigned by H.A. Spears of Darlington, South Carolina. Consigned through Darlington Auction Market, Darlington, South Carolina. $24. And
Our next contestant from the Sevier County Stockyards in Seymour, Tennessee, John Blaylock.
Yeah, from South Carolina, if you want to know where they're from.
They're from South Carolina. They're good cattle. You want to be up for
$29.
$33. Thank you, sir. Pinehurst number 3.
Our next contestant, representing the Hess Livestock Commission Company in Pueblo, Colorado, Dick Hess.
We're here to sell cattle, and they warned us beforehand to cut it as short as possible, so we'll sell them. These cattle here, consigner Lemmy Wilson Livestock, Newport, Tennessee, consigned through Wilson Livestock Market, Newport, Tennessee. All right, let's sell the cattle. All right, what do you give me for? All right, $28 bill, not a quarter of a dollar. 8, quarter and a half, and no 75, and no 9, 7, now a quarter dollar, 9 and a quarter dollar. So what do you give me that quarter dollar bill? Do you want a quarter dollar bill, 9 and a quarter and a half of a bill? 9 and a quarter and a half of a bill, do you want a half? So what do you give me that half? Another 75, and now a 30, now a quarter dollar, now a half a dollar, 30 and a quarter and a half of a bill, do you want a half, sir? 30 quarter dollar bill, and a half of a bill, do you want a half? What do you give me that half? And now a 75, what do you give me that 75, and 30 and a half, and now a 75, so what do you give me that 75? 30 and a half, and now a 75, so what do you give me that 75, and now 30 and a half, and now a 75, what do you give me that 75, and 30 and a half, and now a 75, and open the game and let them out, what do you give me that 75? 30 and a half, and now a 75, what do you want 75, what do you give me that 75, and let them roll up the gate at 30 and a half. What's your name, sir? Now, I know I had a man in. Now, sure enough, did, sir. What's your name?
Now let's go again, Foot. You just getting warmed up. $25.
You mean I get to sell them?
Yeah.
Did I walk by you, sir?
Well, yeah, there you go. Just wipe that one out.
Well, just tell us back when we're selling cattle, if we ever walk by somebody to do it so you don't get caught. I got caught, I'll start them again. All right, I'm 29 and now a quarter dollar for. On a quarter now a half a dollar, so now $75 now a $30, somebody give me that 30 now a quarter dollar, 30 and a quarter now a half a dollar. 30 and a quarter now a half a dollar, somebody give me that half a dollar, 30 and a quarter dollar, half a dollar, do you want that half, and 30 and a quarter to get that half a dollar, bill, 30 and a quarter to get that half. 30 and a quarter dollar, half a dollar, do you want that half, somebody give me that half a dollar, 30 and a quarter to get that half a dollar, and let them up the game, but get that half a dollar, let them out at 30 and a quarter, sir. And I believe I got you at 30 and a quarter.
You bet. Get in my hand.
Our next contestant from the Denver Livestock Market, Denver, Colorado, Tom Westrope.
Okay, buddy, that's enough. And how much here? All right, $23.
All right, here, and I got $23 and a quarter, and I got a quarter, and I got quarter, and I got $3 and a quarter, and I got a quarter, half a dollar, and a 53, and a quarter, and a 59, and a 53, and a quarter, and a 30. I got 30 and a 40, and I got a quarter, and a 53, and a 3, and a 70, 70, 80, and a 4 dollar, and a 20. I got a 4 and a 30, and I got a 30, 4 and a 30, 1 and a 30, 30, 40, and I got a 49, and a 50, and I got a 60. I got a 60, and a 70, 70, and I got a 70, and a 94, and sold in 2480 right there, please.
Finger Lakes. You bet. New York. Finger Lakes.
Finger Lakes, New York.
You bet.
Thank you, sir.
And our last contestant, representing the Queen City Livestock Company in Gainesville, Georgia, and the Franklin City Livestock Center in Cartersville, Joe Ellis.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here this afternoon competing with so many fine auctioneers. All the words of praise have been said already, and I just look to add my part to it. I think everybody's done a terrific job, and want to say that I've enjoyed my stay down in Clearwater. As Mr. Cook has mentioned, I'm sponsored by the Franklin County Livestock Market in Carnesville, Georgia, and the Queen City Livestock Market in Gainesville, Georgia. So let's sell cattle. I believe we've got a new consignor here. This is W&A Cattle Company out of Tampa, Florida, consigned to the Interstate Livestock Auction Market in Tampa. So we've got a new deal all together. So just bid right along if you like on it. All right, let's look them over now.
Hey, Joe, 23.
Believe we got a few more, don't we?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. 11 head. 11 head. We're setting. Let's get the ring full here, and then we'll do some bids.
Well, I believe I'll stay here.
How much?
What do you think, Chubby? Okay.
What do you say, 24?
23. Get a little run.
All right, look them over. 23, I'm dead. I'm going to give them a 3 bid. I'm going to give them the line quarter, $23. I'm going to give them the line quarter, I'm going to give them the 3 bid, and I'm going to give them the half, get 3 and quarter of my bid, and give them the half, what do you say, we get half, and the 75, $5 about 4. I'm at 4 there. I'm butter. I'm at $24 about half, $75, about 5, don't get 25 and a quarter. I'm at $25 about, you say quarter, about $25 a quarter, give a quarter, and I have sold to you, sir, $25, and that's
A Syro, brother.
a Syro, brother. Yes, sir. Give him a big hand. A Syro, brother.
The world champion auctioneer goes on to represent the competitive livestock market industry at various events throughout the year. The judges' decisions for champion auctioneer are based on the same consideration that would be used in selecting a man for employment as an auctioneer. The winners of the 1968 World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest, starting in reverse order with the 7 regional winners, were Region number 1, Dean Parker; number 2, Tom Westrope; number 3, Edwin Bud Allen; number 4, Robert Schnell; number 5, O.R. Dick Ireland. Number 6, Archie Moody. And number 7, Denver Stuckey. And the 1968 Reserve World Champion was Archie Moody. Let's listen now to the 1967 World's Champion, Ken Trout, of Emmett Livestock Commission, Incorporated, Emmett, Idaho, as he announced the new 1968 World Champion.
And at this time, it's my pleasure to open this envelope and name to you, as I said before, the fellow that is going to represent our certified markets. I think one of the greatest institutions in America. It is in the true keeping with free enterprise and competition that I am very happy to open the envelope and name to you a fella that I know will carry on in the tradition of past champions, a fella who is very deserving, a fella who has high professional integrity, knowledge of the business, and a man that certainly will represent us, and I do mean us, in the year to come. Your world's champion from Lemon, South Dakota, Robert Snell.
Well, that pretty well wraps it up for the 1968 World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest. I hope we'll be seeing you in June on the West Coast in Monterey, California, for the 1969 Livestock Marketing Congress and the World Champion Livestock Market Auctioneer Contest, June 25 through June 29.